Morning. Good morning to all. Myself, Mr. T.M. Devakar, working as assistant professor in INDIAC in Sarojini Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. So, in the previous video, we studied about the basic concept on states, equality, justice. So, today we are going to discuss, or we are going to study the basic concept on individual, group, and society. So today's concerns are society and community. In that we are going to define what is society, what is community, what is the nature of society, what are the difference between the society and the community. So this is the introduction part. So man is actually a social animal. So man lives in a group, he lives in a community, in society, etc. So man cannot live as a man without the society. So without society, man's emotionals, man's intellectuals, man's maturities, the man's materials, goods, and his liberty have now developed, and these are unthinkables. The relations between individual and the society is not merely a physical or functional unity or a systematic unity, but it's something more. The society not only control our movements, it shapes our identity. Society control our thoughts, society control our emotions. What exactly the society? The word society derives from the Latin words which is a socius, and the meaning of the socius is friendship. In sociology, the term society, it is referred to as not a group of peoples, but to the complex pattern of the norms of interactions that arise among them. A philosopher, MacLever, he said that society is a web of social relationship. So likewise, there are different definitions made by different philosophers. So these are the definitions made by different philosophers. So right philosopher, he is saying society is not a group of peoples. So as we seen that in sociology, the same meaning or the same definition of the society is declared. So right philosopher, he is saying it is a system of relationship that exists between the individual of the group. Next, the G.D.M. Cole is another philosopher. So he is stating that the society is a complex of organized association and communication with a community. Both these definitions declared in sociology also. The third philosopher, Giddings, he is saying society is a union, itself the organization, in which associating individuals are bound together. So these are the different definitions made by different philosophers. In the next, we are going to see what are the natures of the society. So these are the nature of the society. Society means likeness. Society, it also implies differences. society is a interdependence, society is a cooperations. So let us discuss one by one what exactly the society means. Likeness. So likeness is a society in other terms. So likeness is an essential prerequisite of the society. The second point is the sense of likeness was focused in early society on kindships, that is real or supposed blood relationship. In modern societies, the condition of social likeness have broadened out in the principle of nationality, or it is one of the word. So this is about the likeness. That's why the society is a likeness. The second nature of the society is differences. But the sense of likeness does not eliminate the diversity or variations. Society also implies the difference, and it depends on the latter as much as on likeness. Of all peoples were exactly alike, their social relationship would become a very much limited. They would contribute very little to one another. So this is about the difference. Next one, society is also interdependence. Interdependence means it is like family. The first society with which we all are closely associated, and it is based on the biological interdependence of the sexes. None of the two sexes is complete by itself, and therefore each seeks fulfillment by the aid of the another. This fact of the interdependence is very much visible in the present world. Next one, society is also a part of cooperations. In a society without cooperation, in other meaning, without cooperation, there is no society. Unless people cooperate with each other, they cannot live a happy life. Next important point is family rests on cooperations. As you know that in a family there are lots of members, they can cooperate with each others. For example, father helps mother, or sister helps mother for preparing the food, and they are living very joyful and happy life. The next part is very important, that is community. Community is a area of social living. Whenever the members of any group, whether it is a large or small, live together in a such kind or in a such a way that they always share not this or that particular interest, but the basic condition of common life, we call that group a community. Again, there are different definitions defined by different philosophers. Bogardus, he is saying community is a social group. It is a social group with some degrees of we living and living in a given area. See the word mention we living. We'll see what exactly the meaning of we living. The next philosopher, Ogburn and Nimkov, he or they are saying community is the total organization of social life within limited area. So on concern of these definitions, community is a limited area. It is a limited life, social life, but with happiness, with feeling. Landberg's philosopher is saying community is a human population living within a limited geographical area and carrying on a common interdependence life. So next one we are going to see what are the elements of the community. So there are various elements: a group of peoples, locality, community sentiments, permanency, naturality, likeness, wider ends, and a particular names. Let us see one by one. What exactly the group of peoples? Whenever the individuals live together in such a way that they share the basic conditions of common life, we call them forming a community. So common life is nothing but as usual regular living life. Next point is a element is a locality. A group of people forms a community. A community is a group of people when it begins to reside in a definite locality. Community always occupies a territorial area. The next element is a community sentiments. Sentiments means a feeling of belonging together. In other words, it is a we living among the members. That is called as a community sentiments. Next one is a permanency. It's not a transitory like a crowd. It essentially includes the permanent life in a definite area. Next one is a naturality. It's not made or created by an act of will but are natural. Next one is a likeness. So there is a likeness in a language, there is a likeness in a customs, there is a likeness in a mores, etc. Next parameter or next element is a wider ends. The ends of communities are wider. It is a wider and wider. The last element is a particular name. So every community has some particular name. For example, Punjabs are called Punjabis. The next one is the difference between the society and community. So we see what are the difference between the society and the community. Number one, society is a web of social relationship. It is a web of social relationship. Community consists of a group of an individual living in a particular area with some degree of we living. The second difference is a definite geographical area is not an essential aspect in society. Community is always denotes a definite locality or it is limited to geographical area. The third one is a society is a abstract, community is a concrete. The next difference is community sentiments or sense of we feeling may be present or may not be present in the society, but in community sentiment is an essential element of living. Sentiment, the meaning of sentiment means what? We living. The next difference is society is a wider. There can be more than one community in a society, but community is smaller than society. The next one, the objective and interest of societies are more expensive and varied, but in community the objective and interest of community are comparatively less extensive and varied. The last one is the difference. Society involves both likeness and differences. In community, likeness is more important than difference in the community. So here today we are going to stop on society and community only. The next chapter we are going to see what are the process of socialization and individualization and what are the process of deorganizations. Thank you.